YouTube family, Z4C Natural here, and today we're talking about low porosity hair. So first, to start off with, what is low porosity hair? Low porosity hair just means that the hair cuticle, which is the outermost layer of the hair, is tightly closed, and it means that it's hard for moisture to get into the hair, but on the flip side, that also means that once moisture is in, it does stay in. So there are a couple of different tests to find out your hair's porosity, but I think it's easier to just kind of go by the characteristics. So the most common test is the strand test. So to do this test, you just take a piece of totally clean hair. So this should be like fresh after a wash, no conditioner, no oil, no nothing. And you put it in a glass of water. And if after 5 minutes the hair is still at the top, you have low porosity hair. If it's in the middle, you have normal porosity. And if it sinks to the bottom, you have high porosity hair. Now, understanding your hair's porosity is going to really be a game changer because it's going to let you know what you need to do to make sure that you keep your hair healthy so that you can continue to grow it long. So let's get right into some of the characteristics of low porosity hair. So first, if you find that you often get product buildup, this is one of the most common signs of low porosity hair. If you find that you get a lot of flakes and if you layer products, you start to get white residue a lot, that's a good sign that you have low porosity hair. So the flakes are just a result of the product not being able to penetrate your hair shaft. Another characteristic of low porosity hair is that it takes a really long time to dry. So if more often than not, after 24 hours, your hair is still not dry, like let's say you have it in braids or what have you, and it's still not fully dry after a day, you most likely have low porosity hair. And so understanding this, it's going to help you style your hair better. So early on in my hair journey, hair porosity wasn't something that most people were talking about. And I definitely had issues with my hair taking forever to dry. So I would try to set my twist outs because I would do twist outs back then. And then in the morning, they still weren't dry and my hair was a hot mess because if your hair isn't fully dry before you tailor your twist out, it just doesn't work. It just shrinks and you don't get the style and you just wasted all of that time. So another characteristic of low porosity hair is that it takes a really long time to dry. If you feel like your conditioners don't work, if you feel like they're just kind of sitting on top of your hair and you don't feel like you're getting any result from it, again, you most likely have low porosity hair. So what's happening is the conditioner isn't able to penetrate your hair shaft, and so it's not doing much for you. So the good news is it's pretty easy to manage low porosity hair, and it does have some benefits. So the first benefit is that you'll be able to keep your styles longer because when your hair is properly moisturized, it really can stay that way for a long time. So now I literally style my hair once a month and I'm good to go. So the key with low porosity hair is that you want to always deep condition with heat. So don't skip your deep conditioner and always use heat. Even if you try, conditioning and you leave it in overnight, I'll just save you the time. Don't do that. It just doesn't work. Like you're not going to get the same result as just deep conditioning with heat. And that's really going to help combat the dryness. That's going to let the conditioner really penetrate your hair shaft. And that's going to improve the health of your hair. So definitely deep condition with heat. Another thing that you want to do with low porosity hair is to use clarifying shampoos. So a clarifying shampoo will help remove the product buildup. If you have low porosity hair, co-washing might not be for you. It's definitely not for me. It can lead to buildup and you just kind of really need to get that product buildup off of your hair if you have low porosity hair, especially if your hair is fine. That buildup, it gets stuck in the tangles and you get additional breakage. you just need a clarifying shampoo. That's going to be really important for you. So the last thing that I'm going to say is that you want to stick to lighter products. So you don't want anything too heavy on your hair because again, it's not going to be able to penetrate. So super heavy butters, gels, and super heavy oils, they're just going to sit on top of your hair and not really give you the results that you want. So you want to use lighter oils like coconut oil, grapeseed oil, olive oil, avocado oil. An oil like castor oil is going to be difficult because it is heavier. So like maybe you want to use that on your scalp and your ends, just the very ends of your hair, but not the strand. And any heavy, super heavy butters, you want to leave those alone. Those are not going to be the best choice for you. Also, when it comes to styling, you want to keep it very simple with your products. 1, max 2 products. Layering your products is just going to lead to product buildup, and that's not going to be conducive to your hair growth. With low porosity hair, you also want to be careful about the proteins that you use. Many proteins will be too heavy and not really be able to penetrate your hair shaft. So the 3 types of proteins that I recommend for low porosity hair are silk proteins, wheat proteins, and hydrolyzed proteins. Another one, the one that I'm using right now, is rice water. I'm not really sure what type of protein that falls into, but it seems to work really well for my hair, and I do do my rice water treatments with heat. Again, knowing your hair's porosity will help you understand how to better take care of it, and it'll just remove some of the frustration for you. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe.